Imagine this. You're sitting on a bullet train with your daughter, cruising at 300 kilometers per hour. She's smiling, looking out the window, maybe humming a little tune. Everything seems perfectly normal until the next station. The train pulls in. It's supposed to be a routine stop. Doors slide open. And what you see outside, it doesn't make sense. People, no, not people anymore, are clawing at the walls, covered in blood, eyes milky white, biting, screaming, devouring each other. Suddenly, you realize there's no help coming, no announcements, no evacuation. You're trapped. And worse, one of them is already on board. Before we dive into this epic movie recap, make sure to subscribe to Recap Scope, smash that like button, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a cinematic breakdown this awesome. Alright, let's get into it. We kick things off on a misty rural road. A trucker pulls up to a biohazard checkpoint. Authorities casually wave him through. Nothing seems off, but there's a palpable unease in the air. As he drives off, distracted by a phone call, he suddenly slams into a deer. It lies broken, lifeless. But just as he drives away, the deer's bones crack. It jolts upright, eyes glazed and milky white. And we get our first taste of what this virus does. Death is no longer the end. It's just the beginning. In a sterile high-rise office, Suk-woo is laser-focused on his investment portfolios. Numbers, stocks, profits. Meanwhile, his young daughter Suin is being emotionally neglected, left in the care of others. It's her birthday. All she wants is to go see her mom in Busan. Guilty and cornered, Suk-woo gives in. The next morning, they head to Seoul Station. All around them, subtle signs of unrest. Fire trucks rushing by, people whispering about violent protests, sirens wailing in the distance. But no one's putting it together yet. Passengers file onto the KTX bullet train. Among them, Sang-hwa, a brawny, sharp-tongued but kind-hearted husband, and his pregnant wife, Song Kyeon. A school baseball team, with a shy player Young-guk and the bubbly Jin-hee. Two elderly sisters. A paranoid, selfish CEO-type businessman. And one final, stumbling passenger. A twitching girl with a bite wound, sneaking aboard unnoticed. The doors close. The train begins to move. And with that, the countdown begins. The bitten girl collapses in the bathroom. Her leg starts spasming violently. Foam froths at her mouth. Bones snap under her skin. And suddenly, she's up. Eyes pale. Movements jerky. And then she attacks. A female attendant checks on her. Within seconds, she's screaming. Blood sprays across the walls. She goes down twitching and rises even faster. The infection spreads like fire in dry grass. Passengers run. Zombies lunge. Limbs are torn. Necks bitten. Within minutes, entire train cars are war zones. Bodies fly across the aisles. Glass shatters. Screams echo through the steel corridors. Some passengers slip on blood and get dogpiled. Others slam into walls, trying to escape. Every second counts, and the infected are relentless. Suk-woo grabs Suin and runs. Doors slam shut behind them just in time. The infected slam into the glass, snarling and clawing. Fingers twitch, teeth gnash. It's a wall of rage and hunger inches from their faces. As panic spreads, passengers separate into compartments. The infection rate is terrifying. Mere seconds between bite and transformation. The group regroups in car 13. The COO starts sowing fear and distrust, turning people against each other. Meanwhile, Suk-woo learns to act selflessly. Suin's quiet moral compass starts to change him. Sang-hwa, Suk-woo, and Young-guk strap up. Duct tape on arms. Baseball bats. Hand wraps. No guns. No automat. Just raw will. They charge into zombie hell cars. The fights are brutal. Up close. Personal. Zombies swarm. Sang-hwa grabs one, slams it into the ceiling. Another leaps from a seat. He catches it mid-air and smashes it down. Young-guk swings like he's at the World Series. Heads cave. Blood sprays. Suk-woo bashes a zombie's head into the doorframe until it stops twitching. The sound of metal and bone colliding echoes down the corridor. A zombie grabs Young-guk's foot. He shakes it off and spikes his bat downward with a roar. They move car by car, but every door is a death trap. The infected are blind in darkness. so the men wait for tunnels, using shadows as cover. Time it wrong. Your lunch. One sequence is pure nightmare fuel. The lights flicker as they inch through a narrow corridor. Suddenly, the darkness lifts, and they're surrounded. A flurry of limbs, snarls, and gore. Suk-woo is almost pulled away, but Sang-hwa tackles 3 zombies at once. Fist, elbow, shoulder. He fights like a man possessed. Blood drips from his knuckles. He's breathing hard, but he doesn't stop. He headbutts one clean across a row of seats. Another lunges for his throat. He bites it first. Sang-hwa gets bitten while holding back a horde so the others can get through. He locks eyes with Song Kyung, whispers something. His last act? Love and fury. He holds the door shut while the infection eats him alive. The sound of his scream is guttural, raw, unforgettable. His silhouette is lit by flickering light as he's consumed. When the group finally reunites with the others, the COO and the panic survivors refuse to let them in. They fight to get in anyway, but once inside, they're exiled to another car. People scream. Blame flies. Suin asks, why do people become like this? And it hits harder than any bite. Then karma rolls in. One infected slips into the safe car. Chaos. No order. The COO shoves people toward the zombies. Screams. Blood. Screeching metal. That car is lost. A man is pulled through a window feet first. Another tries to climb the luggage rack. Too late. They attempt to exit at Taejun Station, but the military presence is silent. Too silent. Suddenly, a soldier stumbles into view. His neck? Torn. Behind him, a wave of zombies. The group runs. People are ripped apart. A woman falls on the escalator and gets overwhelmed. Screams fade into gurgling. Suin nearly gets grabbed. Suk-woo snatches her mid-run. Bodies tumble like dominoes. The camera swirls in chaos. Left, right, overhead, as people are devoured alive. A man tries to fight with a fire extinguisher. He gets one hit in, then vanishes under a tide of bodies. Back on the train, the COO sacrifices Jin-hee's friend to save himself. Young-guk is devastated. He stays with Jin-hee as she turns. Then, in heartbreak, he lets go and becomes one of them. Their hands remain linked as their eyes go pale. The remaining few reach the front engine, but the COO, bitten delusional, waits inside. He turns and lunges at Suk-woo. The fight is desperate. Suk-woo slams him into rail walls, tries to hold him off, gets scratched, bitten. The man cries and begs as he turns, showing regret too late. Their shadows flicker on the wall like a dying flame. Suk-woo throws the COO off the train, but it's too late. He says goodbye to Suin, places her hand on Song Kyung's, and then he walks to the edge of the engine, thinks of her as a baby, and lets go. We see him fall. Only Song Kyung and Suin remain. They approach a blocked tunnel near Busan, where soldiers lie in wait. Unsure if they're infected, the soldiers prepare to open fire. Then, a voice. Small, tearful. Suin sings the song she never got to finish at her recital. It cuts through the tension, through the fear. The soldiers lower their weapons. The nightmare, for now, is over. Still breathing? That was Train to Busan, a perfect cocktail of terror, tragedy, and hope. It's not just a zombie movie. It's a story about what it means to be human when humanity is crumbling. If you're dying to know what happens in the final moments of the film, subscribe now and stay tuned for part 2. So if this recap had you on the edge of your seat, like Suk-woo dangling from the train, then you know what to do. Smash the like button like a zombie smashing a train window. Drop a comment about your favorite badass moment. Subscribe to Recap Scope before the next apocalypse. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a stop. Until next time, stay human.